This kid, Steamboat, right here, is on the threshold of being history, right here. But I don't know, Dal. Again, those Hawaiians, they ain't got it. I don't think he got it.
Well, there's no doubt. You know who I'm rooting for, Mr. Rumble. Victor Steamboat has waited so long for this chance.
Seabiscuit in the fourth, probably.
I think that the key thing for Victor Steamboat to do that many opponents of Tony Atlas have not done. In that video we just saw, he has got to pay attention to Tony Atlas and not to the Duke, because that's where a lot of opponents of Tony Atlas end up getting beat.
Well, right there, Dow, when they try to top wrist lock, test the strength, no way Steamboat can match strength. If he's going to beat Atlas, which will definitely not happen,
I don't know about that.
He will have to use his speed and his agility, Bob Dow. You have to admit it. And his talent. Hey, I've always said all along, Vic Steamboat.
Look at the cover one. No, Atlas gets
the champ grabbed the rope. Like I said, Dow, all along, I never knocked Steamboat's wrestling ability. I just don't like him personally. The kid's a punk. He hangs around with punks. So he's a punk.
He doesn't like you either, so what difference does it make?
But he doesn't knock my wrestling ability either, Dow.
You don't have any wrestling ability.
He knows when it all comes down to it, I will stick my big nose in anybody's business that I feel like it.
Right, as long as you got the brotherhood behind you.
Well, the brotherhood is one thing, Dow, but I'm another. I walk the aisle. I've been in this wrestling world for a long time. I have a win-loss record that's, hey, I've had losses. I'm not undefeated. Not many wrestlers in the world are that have stayed in the business this long. But let me tell you, Steamboat's a great, great wrestler. I never said anything other than that. But I'm going to tell you, he can't match strength with Atlas.
That's obvious.
Or knowledge, Dow.
I don't know about that.
Well, you're talking about a very aged veteran here, and I'm not talking about old age. I'm talking about Atlas started wrestling as a kid, amateur style. Sure, maybe in the last 2 or 3 years, he realized that people were just trying to, use him, and he won't be used anymore. So he eliminated all those nitwit people that were his fans, but he still has a lot of admirers. Don't get mistaken.
Hey, Tony Atlas is, I think, the strongest man in the world. I think he's one of the most talented wrestlers in the world. He deserves to wear the championship belt. He's worn it a long time. But I, like you, you talk about Victor Steamboat, you don't like it. I don't like Tony Atlas's attitude.
They want Steamboat. These people definitely want Steamboat. But I'm going to tell you, Atlas has never, ever backed down from anyone. And as your past performances go to show, I ain't just whistling Dixie, Daddy.
Hey, the facts remain. You are absolutely right. That doesn't mean that everybody has to like Atlas's style. He could win
and you can see that feeling each other out, Bob. Am I right?
Well,
they're not going at it tooth and nail like you might expect to arch enemies. What they're trying to do, they know they're in here for a match that could mean a lot. This is a world's title match, Bob Dow, bar none. This is for the most prestigious world's title that I think, only for the simple fact, anyone that wears this belt will wrestle anybody, and they don't have to be in the ICW. All they have to do is have a winning record and have enough guts to sign a contract with this champion.
Well, let's face it, Tony Atlas has met all comers and beaten them all.
Look at that backdrop.
Victor Steamboat now.
Hey, you see that hair, Dow? Let's not forget what I've done to Steamboat. You see his hair? He's still got that bald spot.
So Victor Steamboat will never forget it either.
That
you will pay
works,
someday.
though, don't it?
Remember the old adage, Mr. Rumble, what goes around comes around.
Look at Atlas.
Your day will come. Atlas right now manhandling Victor Steamboat. And again, Victor Steamboat is you.
Well, actually, Bobby's punk handling.
I don't know if you aptly put it or not, but Victor Steamboat is well aware that he cannot match the physical strength of Tony Atlas. He knows that.
Look at this.
He also knows that he'll have to take and use his speed and agility to beat Atlas. Victor Steamboat, nobody's fool. He doesn't underestimate Tony Atlas. No one does.
Well, he better not.
No one does. Steamboat again thrown like a rag doll into those corners.
And Atlas working it back. Can we see a backbreaker? Atlas is again a tactful wrestler. A technician. He stays with the same holds. He stays with the same moves, Bob Dow, throughout. Well, he gave him a little smiley there just for good luck, but it's still Steamboat's back is his main target. I guarantee you that.
Well, Victor Steamboat right now, of course, as you can see, obviously, has been thrown around by Atlas. You watch the Duke outside the ring.
Hey, the Duke, he knows that this is a very important match. This could be Steamboat's last shot at the title. He's had numerous occasions.
That's right. Victor Steamboat has to look at Duke now, double teaming. And again, that's how Atlas has won so many matches. This is what I oppose. This is what I don't like.
Well, Dow,
if Tony Atlas is the champion of the world, he doesn't need this kind of assistance.
Well, I don't think he needs the assistance. I think
then why doesn't Duke keep his nose out of it?
He just don't like the Steamboat
family.
He don't like the whole. Well, I can't say he's an idiot, Dow.
I just did.
What I'm trying to say is he doesn't like Steamboat. He don't like his brother. He don't like, Steamboat. When I said before a few weeks back, he's an outcast. I don't even know if Ricky the Dragon, the so-called older brother, big star of the family, will be too happy if Steamboat doesn't win this title either.
Well, I know Victor Steamboat will give it 110%. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't you go away. Said many, many times.
But look at the knee. Look at the knee, Bob.
Hey, he's hurting. No question about it. Anybody would be hurting.
Atlas has got to get back and work that knee. He can get a submission with a figure 4. I can't believe he got out of that full Nelson like that. Superhuman strength, Al.
You don't think Tony Atlas might be shook up a little bit too?
He saw his life and his wrestling career flashing in front of him. That's the only thing that got Vic Steamboat that. I don't know what that's called.
It's called class, Mr. Olson.
No, it ain't class, Al. You know what I'm talking about. The adrenaline flew to an all-time peak to get out of that hole.
It's called the heart of a champion, something you wouldn't know anything about.
Well, he has been a tag team champion.
Man-on-man.
Well, mano to mano to the Puerto Rican people. But look at Atlas. Whipped across the ring. Steamboat.
Steamboat coming right about him. He flips him up and over and down. And Atlas right now is hurting, and here comes the cover.
Wait a minute, Al.
Will he get it? 1, 2, and Atlas flips out.
Yeah, you got to hook the leg. Steamboat going up.
Top rope.
Steamboat
take a little breather. Atlas now is a little crushed and dazed as he looks for Steamboat. He's up to one knee, turns around. Steamboat on the top rope. Big shot to the top of the head, and Atlas is on his back again.
Just that martial arts training.
This tide is turned, and Victor Steamboat looking for the cover again. 1, 2, and the kick out by Atlas. Victor Steamboat appears to have a little bit of control of this match right now. Atlas is not showing his superhuman strength anymore.
Steamboat is gaining some serious respect in my neighborhood right now because he's manhandling the champion of the world.
Why is it all of a sudden you want to jump on a bandwagon when all of a sudden you see Atlas getting beat? That's what's happening.
I didn't say I like him. I just saying he's gaining respect. I've always told you, like I said earlier.
He's always had the respect of everybody else besides you, Mr. Rumble.
Tonight he's on a mission. He knows this could be the last chance to ever be the world's champion of the world here in the ICW. Tonight, Victor Steamboat knows that he's going all out. But again, he's not really getting anywhere. He's got Atlas in that front.
He's not getting anywhere. That's got to be hurting Atlas. It's cutting off his circulation.
But it's not applied right. He should be under the left arm, and he should be applying the sleeper hold the proper way. He is not. That could be a chokehold, Bob Dow.
Maybe it is. And in this case, maybe where it's a world championship fight, hey, let everything out. And that's just exactly what Victor. It looks like a chin lock to me.
They're under here. What is it? About 90, 95 degrees out here at nighttime. These guys, their endurance is unbelievable. They're pressed. Check it out. Just look at the sweat pouring off Steamboat and Atlas.
Well, they're two physically conditioned athletes.
Baby, this is what it's all about. This is the ICW. Oh, double show.
Meet in the middle of the ring and both go down. And boy, I'll tell you.
Come on, champ, get up.
Physical endurance. Who is in the best shape may prevail before this one's over. Both of them down. Referee.
See, this could help if you had some smelling salts or something in his pocket. I always carry that with me.
You don't have to. All you have to do is breathe on people. That'll wake the dead.
Come on, we're in the middle of a world championship match.
That doesn't change that fact. Victor Steamboat and Atlas now both up, and now Steamboat gets his face smashed into the canvas.
This is a heavyweight world's title match. If you ever seen one before, people, if you never did, look at it closely. And if you never seen it, if you want to see it again, keep watching the ICW because this is what we bring you. World-class championship wrestling at its finest here in the ICW.
Atlas misses the elbow drop as Steamboat rolls out of the way, and Atlas, his left arm now hurting him badly. And both these combatants are both physically exhausted, but they're moving and going. Atlas because he's a champion, Steamboat because he wants it. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and Atlas kicks out.
About a 1.5 down. You're a little anticipated.
And again, Steamboat gets the chin lock on.
Look how close he is to the rope. All he has to do is stick his foot on the rope or underneath, and they'll break the hole. But
maybe he doesn't have the strength to do it.
When you're that hurt and you're that dazed, there it is. See, he got his foot on the ropes.
Finally, Atlas does get his foot out.
Maybe it wasn't as dazed as I said, Dal.
Steamboat, though, doesn't release it immediately. Steamboat's smart. He holds on for as long as he can.
Of course, he's illegal.
Victor Steamboat now with a kick up underneath the groin and rump area.
Come on, Dal. That's called the hamstring area. He's trying to break it.
Well, I'm not so sure that's all hamstring, Mr. Rumble.
Well, it's muscle on top of it, but that's hamstring. That's where your hamstring is, Dal.
Right now, it's Victor Steamboat. Now he goes to the karate chop underneath the knee.
But see, again, Steamboat is jumping from body part to body part. That's what Atlas's problem was. These guys are trying to find a weakness, and neither one of them has one.
Well, I don't know. I think that everybody has a weakness. It's a question of working on it long enough. Right now, Victor Steamboat, and there's a big headbutt, and Atlas's head is just like a bowling ball, and just as strong.
Like a medicine ball, you mean?
Oh, I'm telling you, well, a medicine ball covered with a bowling ball cover, I guess.
Boy.
He is, well, world famous for that. And boy, a big
open up on him, champ. Come on, baby.
And now Atlas goes back to work. And Atlas...
World Series, Super Bowl, Goodwill Games. I don't care what it is, Dal. You don't get the excitement you're getting right here in International Championship Wrestling like you have right now on your TV set. Coming in. Listen to the crowd, Dal.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's face it, most of the time you have to
pay for...
You have to pay to get this on pay-per-view or go to an arena to see it. You're getting it live right here. Here's a sleeper by Steamboat. And let's see if he can hang on to it. Atlas struggling to get out of it. Steamboat hanging on to it. Will Atlas be able to get out of this one? Yes, he does. Atlas turns it over.
But he still got it.
Hung on to it.
Oh, my.
Victor Steamboat hung on.
I can't believe it, Dal.
What strength and ability of Victor Steamboat. And can Tony Atlas survive this sleeper hold of Victor Steamboat?
He doesn't have it cinched in close enough, Dal. You can see space there. You shouldn't see space right now.
Victor Steamboat, now he closes it up a little bit. Victor Steamboat not letting go. Billy Silverman talking to Atlas in his face saying, do you give up? And Atlas, of course, a proud champion. I'll give him credit for that.
He'll never give up. He'll never, ever give up.
He may not give up, but he may die right here on the canvas because Steamboat has got it cinched in, and it looks tight to me from here, Rumble.
And it looks like it might be pinned, but he ain't going to give up on his own volition, Dal.
Doesn't matter. All he has to do is get the shoulders down. 1, 2, 3. That's all
Billy
we care
Silverman,
about.
an ICW official right there. And Steamboat beautifully.
Atlas goes Silverman into Steamboat. What an illegal move that was.
What a genius.
And Silverman down, and he is hurt. Steamboat is down, and he is hurt.
That's a ring general right there, Dal. Presence of mind.
That's an illegal move, period, and you know it. Look at Victor Steamboat. He hit skull on with Billy Silverman. Now the official, the referee is out. And now Duke is here. Duke is going to put... No, he misses. He got Atlas. He got Atlas. Duke just punched his own man out. Duke just punched Cody Atlas. And Atlas is down. Atlas is down. Duke just punched him out. And Steamboat is outside the ring, and he's going to the top of the ropes. The referee is down. Atlas is down. And Steamboat's on the top rope. Victor Steamboat on the top rope. And Duke is trying to help Atlas up. Steamboat, look at the poise. Look at the athletic ability.
If he does this, down.
Steamboat up.
This is how his brother won the title.
Down he comes. He's got the cover. One. No.
Streaming now on all available platforms. It's the action-packed excitement of the best seat in the house, memories and mayhem on Ultimate Classic Wrestling.